Everybody, welcome back to JJ's PC Build. You know it is JJ with you once again. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, welcome to the family. Welcome to JJ's PC Builds and my veteran subscribers as always. Much love to you for all that you do, help and support the channel. Today, I wanted to talk to y'all about the Threadripper that just came out. I guess they released the embargo today, so there's a lot of videos out on this Threadripper series that AMD's coming out with. So let's go ahead and jump to the action screen and see what we can see. I do apologize for my voice, but I'm trying to get a video out to you guys. I'm doing my best. So let's go ahead and switch to the action screen and see what we got cooking over there on the Threadripper series. Alrighty, we got ahead and came back to the DuckDuckGo like usual. I already plugged in the name. Let's see what we can come up with when it comes to the 7000 series. Looks like, it's either the 7000 or the 5950X series. I think it's the 7980 series that we were going to look at for today. And accept all cookies like usual. It's the 7980X. It's got 64 cores, 128 threads. It's got a base clock of 3.2 gigahertz up to 5.1 gigahertz. But, you know, it's got a TDP of 350 watts. Wow. And its launch date was supposed to be for yesterday, it looks like. But it looks like the embargo is lifted today. So, but that's a big old processor. It's got an L3 cache of 256 meg, L2 cache of 64 meg, and L1 of 4 meg. Looks like it'll work with Windows 11. I don't see it being really supported. I don't see anything saying it's supported by Windows 10, but it looks like the Windows 64-bit edition it is supported. Connectivity, the PCI Express 5.0, DDR5 memory. It supports 4 channels up to 5200 microtransfers. Supported technologies will be the AMD Expo technology and the Ryzen technologies. Let's go ahead and see what the full spec says. It's an enthusiast desktop. The former codename Storm Peak, it says that. It's Zen 4 architecture. Let's see if there's anything. It's a TSMC 5 nanometer. That's what it looks like to me. It is able to overclock. Position boost overdrive, it does support. Curve optimizer, voltage off settings, it does support. PBO2 it supports. And all the instruction sets it supports that your normal processor would support. Let's see what else. It supports the native USB 10 gigabyte ports. Also, it supports NVMe boot RAIDs. If you're doing it in RAID, it'll support the RAID. It supports ECC memory, from what it says. You do good with the discrete graphics card. So, okay, from what I'm seeing about this is this. Okay, this is basically the kind of this is something that you could use for creator work or a workstation. You know, as far as gaming, I've been hearing that it's not really supported up. You know, really great for gaming. I got a couple friends of mine that were playing games, you know, testing it out, and they were telling me that it's not really that's supported for your gaming, but it supports chips. That's the TRX 50. So you're looking at about maybe a $5,000 processor. Okay, let's see if we can find the motherboard that goes along with it. So let's see, let's go to Amazon and see if we can find a motherboard that supports it, the TRX 50. Well, I guess not. I guess Amazon ain't gonna have one for that. Let's see if Newegg does. Let's go and see if Newegg has anything. Let's see. This is the 7980X. Wow, they got nothing either. They got nothing either. Let's see. Let's go to Micro Center. Yes, I'm taking you around to see what's going on, but I want to see, since it came out on the embargo, they probably haven't released it yet. So this might be where it hasn't been released yet. Yeah, I guess it hasn't been released yet. So my bad. So let's see what we can find for information. Let's see. Let's go to video cards and see what they got cooking on video cards for the 7980X right here. Okay, Threadripper, 7,000 reviews out now. Today, AMD lifts the embargo. Okay, they just lifted the embargo. I guess they haven't released it to the public yet. So there's a lot of people. Let's see if what a hardware unboxed has done. Oh, my bad. It's a video. So we're not totally gonna go there just yet with the video. Let's see Antec. Let's see what Antec releases. Okay, let's see what we can get out of this. Oh wow. It looks like it's a big old power supply. This is what Antec's released. The 7980X, the base frequency, they got it at 2500. And the turbo frequency, they got it at 5100. Looks like it's got 48 lanes. $5,000. And they brought out the 7970X. It's got 32 cores, 64 threads, same frequency, except for the base frequencies at 3200. Same amount of PCI Gen 5 lanes. 128 megabytes of L3 cache, 350 watts. 4 sticks of DDR5, 5200 MT, $2,500. $2,500. And they got the 7960X, 24 core, 48 threads. Same base frequency, 3200. But the turbo frequency on this one's 5300. It's got 128 megabytes of L3 cache, 350 watt TDP, same amount of DRAM, but it's only $1,500. So for $1,000 less, the 7960 looks like it's got a couple more 100 megahertz boost. That might be something that might be viable when it comes to maybe viable when it comes to gameplay. So it might be something to think about if y'all are thinking about getting into Threadripper. The TRX 50, 7000 WX Pro series, supports TR Pro 7000 WX series. Older sockets, TRX 4 Threadripper cooler still fits with the. Guess it's a new socket. I think it's pretty cool that they come up with this, but I cannot see recommending $5,000. I cannot see recommending $5,000, $2,500, or $1,500 for something like this to anybody. I can't really recommend it, but I can tell you it's out here. My conclusion: Threadripper is not a bad. It's not a bad processor. It's a really good processor if you're doing workstation stuff, but I can't really recommend it for gaming. I can't foresee, some people play games on it. Yes, some are having lots of success on the gaming, but I can't foresee it really being, as powerful as it is, really running any game. You're really going to have to soup up your 4090 just to make it, the Threadripper a viable processor to use as a gaming processor. But I hear from a lot of people, and they're telling me that they don't, even with the older Threadripper series, they didn't use it for gaming. They used it for creator work, like Photoshop and stuff like that, stuff that gives you more speed to get videos created and everything else, 3D imaging and stuff like that. But as far as gameplay, they don't recommend it because it doesn't seem like it's viable, like it keeps up the way they want it to keep up. Some people say they play games on them and they have a great time, but it's not something I can recommend. I mean, as being a desktop gaming computer, I really can't say that that's going to be something for you. Now, if you got a deep pocket or something, maybe $5,000, that might be something for you, but I can't really see to say that Threadripper would be something for you. But if you got it to where, you use it for multiple things, like let's say you made your computer into a workstation server, and also too a gaming PC as well, all in one. I can see you doing something like that, to where you got one side of it that you're using it for workstation, and the other side of it, you just split it down the middle. You're doing one half one way and one half the other way, and you're able to use up all the cores and threads that are up on that. Well, not use them all up, but use close to enough to where, it's worth the price. Worth the price of admission of buying it. I can't really see it. Games are still based off on that 8-core 16-thread processors. And with Windows scheduling, I really can't see it really working out for anybody. Look at the 7950 X3D. Was that 16-core, 32 threads? And you got Windows shutting off half of the damn cores. Does that make that processor viable? Does it make it worthy of using for gaming? No, it don't. Because it's shutting off one half of the CCDs. That's why everybody goes to the 7800 X3D, because of the price point, and you only got one CCD to deal with. And that's where they got the L3 cache strapped onto. But with the 7950 X3D, you can't do that. You got two CCDs, and what happens is it shuts off the one with the 3D cores, and you're just using it's like you're using a 7800X basically, and you paid for a 7950 X3D. Doesn't make sense to me, people. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. Windows fixes that problem with the amount of cores, and it allows you to use all the cores you want, and that'll be a different story. But I don't foresee this. I don't even foresee Threadripper being something that you would really use as an everyday gaming computer. I really don't. That's just my opinion. You can take my opinion with a grain of salt, or you can take it like gold. But I don't see you spending $7,000 to $10,000 on a computer that you can buy. You can buy 10. Truthfully, I can't see spending $10,000 on a computer. That means you can buy 10 computers with that one system you just made. 10 whole computers. Or at least 7 computers. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, I did my best in making this video today for you, and I do apologize about my voice, but there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, if this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And if you subscribe, we would appreciate it, would help us out. And welcome to the family. If you do, welcome to JJ's PC Builds. And my veteran subscribers, as always, much love to you, as always, for all that you do. Now, if my voice don't get better by tomorrow, I'm not going to have a video out tomorrow. And I do apologize for that, but I can't do this. It just doesn't, it just hurts when you sit there and you try to get your voice up out there, and I do apologize for that. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video real quick on the Threadripper because everybody seems to be putting it out there about the Threadripper. And like I said, that's usually going out of my wheelhouse about it. But now I'm hearing that, different creators or enthusiasts are going to sit there and do an overclocking contest on this new Threadripper series. I guess they got a new contest they're going to probably be doing soon. Who knows? But there's nothing I can do because I don't have that Threadripper chip. So it doesn't make sense to me. But just my opinion, I'm giving it out there to you, and I do apologize once again. Make sure, also too, before we go, make sure you get your drink and snacks with you, by the way. That way you can get through to the end of the video. If you made it to the end of the video, which is right here, it is much appreciated. So, until the next time, next video, everybody, you know it is, and we'll see you on the next video.